Hey guys, we're back with a build. Whoa, crazy, doing a build in Destiny 2. Game is dead, or so you thought. But yeah, grapes for Warlocks are back on the menu, and man, they are super fun to use. Showing you some footage of me doing a solo mythic mission with this setup. It was super fun. Mythic missions in general are just a lot easier to solo now when they first came out. But this build makes it super easy. You basically never have to shoot your weapon, but, you know, if you're soloing something, you're probably going to have to shoot your weapon, you know, at least a little bit. But if you like grapes, if you're like Mineta from My Hero Academia, he's a little bit of a creep, but, you know, he likes grapes, then this build is for you. You're just going to be tossing them left and right, making sure everyone's got their fill of that purple fruit, aka grapes. Now, like I said, weapons don't matter. Choir of One is so good. It's a great weapon. I use it in this gameplay because it's just it hits hard. But honestly, feel free to run whatever weapon you desire. Let's get into the important part of this build, which is of course the subclass ability aspect and fragments. You're going to want Axion bolts, of course. That is the bread and butter, or that's the whole point of this build, is to have those on. For aspects, of course, you're going to have Chaos Accelerant. You're going to hold your grenade button to overcharge your grenade. And for Axion Bolt, that means it is going to detonate twice and has enhanced Seekers as well. You will also gain an additional charge of that grenade. We're also going to have Feed the Void, because why would you ever run a Void Walker and not have Feed the Void on? You are literally throwing if you do that. But yeah, fragments. We're going to have Echo of Instability, so that our grenades grant us volatile rounds. Although I am running Choir of One with D-Stab on it, so it doesn't really matter for me. But if you're running a different Void weapon, then that's going to be really nice. Defeating a target while your shields are depleted grants you a temporary Void Overshield. You could swap this one out, not necessarily needed. Echo of Persistence. Void buffs applied to you, Invisibility, Overshield, and Devour have increased duration. And Echo of Expulsion. Void ability, Final Blows cause targets to explode. You're going to be doing a lot of exploding, and it can kill you. A quality of life thing, if there are any Bungie folks watching, would be for those explosions to not kill you. Similarly to how young Hamkara's Spine was reworked on Hunter, the trip mines don't kill you anymore. That's a very nice quality of life change, and I hope it's something we see with this build, because it's literally the most consistent way to get yourself killed with this build, because you're always going to have Devour up, you're always going to have a grenade ready to get Devour. It's just a matter of, you know, blowing yourself up by accident every now and then, which I've done on multiple occasions. There's really no way around it. And for armor mods, we can get into that. You can pause and look here. I guess I actually forgot to put some mods on this helmet, because I think I just got this one to drop. It had higher grenade, but I do enjoy double Ashes to asset. It's not necessary. And then you can throw a harmonic siphon on as well. Depends on what you're doing. I have a momentum transfer to get my melee back, and then impact induction to get grenade energy back, to kind of have a loop there. So you always have your melee and your grenade up if you need to swap between the two. Or let's say, you know, you whiff a grenade or whatever the case may be, then you have a melee to get your grenade energy back. Firepower, of course, because you're going to be killing a lot of people with those grenades. You could throw double on if you're not making that many orbs. Your chest plate doesn't really matter. I like double recoup. It's definitely not needed with Devour on. So feel free to swap this out for literally anything else. I mean, you could throw on Innervation if you wanted to. You could throw on a Surge for your weapon, but I mean, honestly, it's not going to make too much of a difference. If you are running Choir of One like I am, Void Scavenger will help you get a little bit of extra ammo from your bricks, which, you know, if you want to be bricked up, then that's the way to go. Powerful Attraction, because I'm just a powerful attraction simp. You don't need it. One Bomber, and of course Distribution as well. You can see I have 200 grenade. You don't need 200 grenade, but it gives you 65% damage boost. If I were to take a grenade mod off, you can see at 190. It's still 58%. It's only what, like a 7% drop, 6% drop, or I might have been off a little bit there in that calculation, but it's not a huge drop. It's not large enough. So if you can't quite get to max, don't worry about it too much. I was just super lucky with these drops. If you don't know how to make it more likely for you to get a certain type of armor to drop, you can throw on a ghost mod to have a higher chance to get a certain type of armor to drop. Hopefully, something in the future they'll work on is getting rid of these, or making so you can get a multitude of different stat combinations on your armor, because it kind of sucks that you know, most of your grenadier armor is going to have a certain stat combination. You can't really build into anything else, but you know, there are a lot of systems that came out in Edge of Fate that need work, so of course it's going to take a little bit of time. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the gameplay if you see fit. I'm also going to upload the raw gameplay from this, because one of the things that I've actually enjoyed doing with the changes to Mythic missions is just soloing them. It's quite fun, or at least I think it's fun. Solo content is something I definitely enjoy, and solo ops burnt me out so quick. I still haven't technically solo flawless Sundered Doctrine. I have soloed it, as in I completed it, and I have done a flawless run with a fire team, but I haven't done both at the same time, right? So I might go and do that soon, but you know, I don't exactly have the same drive to play this game as I did a year ago this time. But yeah, enjoy the build, enjoy the gameplay. If you did like any of this, hit the subscribe button for more, and like the video if you enjoyed watching it or hearing me talk or whatever, and see ya.
Rebecca told us about. Do you think it was there all along?
It's possible. The way the Ionians talk about dark matter, like even elementary particles of the universe contain a spirit in their way.
The capsule is better for this way. It's fading for me, but I hear the singularity as well. If it is